quiet machine floating in the cold silence of space, has just exposed a truth so immense it borders on the terrifying. With its golden mirror gazing into the deepest voids, it has counted not hundreds, not thousands, but hundreds of thousands of galaxies in patches of sky that once appeared utterly empty. Where we believed darkness reigned supreme, light now crowds every corner. The James Webb Space Telescope is not merely showing us more of the universe. It is revealing a cosmos so vast, so densely packed with worlds beyond counting, that our own existence feels vanishingly small. Trillions of galaxies stretch across distances that defy comprehension. Structures span billions of light years. And beyond what we can ever see lies an expanse that may never end. How did a single observatory force us to confront the staggering scale of everything that is? And in the face of such terrifying immensity, what becomes of our place within it? Webb drifts in eternal shadow at the Sun-Earth L2 point, a gravitational haven nearly 1,000,000 miles from home. Here the Sun, Earth, and Moon align behind its vast sunshield, 5 shimmering layers unfolded like silver wings the size of a tennis court. This shield is no mere decoration. It blocks nearly all heat and light, allowing the telescope's instruments to plummet to temperatures colder than the cosmic background itself, mere degrees above absolute zero. Its primary mirror, 6.5 meters wide and assembled from 18 golden hexagons, reflects infrared light with exquisite fidelity. Gold captures the faintest whispers from the farthest reaches. Every design choice serves one relentless purpose: to pierce the veil of distance and time, gathering photons that have journeyed across billions of years. In this frozen isolation, Webb does not blink. It stares, and what it sees transforms emptiness into overwhelming abundance. To gaze deep into space is to gaze backward through time. Light travels finite distances, even at its unimaginable speed. The sunlight warming your skin left its source 8 minutes ago. Starlight from the nearest neighbor arrives after 4 years of silent travel. The farther the source, the older the light. Galaxies at the edge of our vision send photons that began their journey when the Earth was still forming. The universe expands relentlessly, stretching space itself and reddening the light within it. This redshift is a cosmic yardstick. A modest shift reveals a universe half its present size. Extreme redshifts transport us to an era when the cosmos was a mere fraction of its current age. Dense and searing. Infrared light, once brilliant ultraviolet, now arrives cooled and stretched. Webb was forged for this light. It collects the survivors, the ancient travelers that have crossed expanding voids to reach us. Each detection is a fragment of history, a testament to distances so profound they humble the imagination. When Webb turns to a seemingly blank patch of sky, it does not capture an instant. It accumulates. Exposures stretch across hours, days, even weeks. Photons arrive sparingly, one by one, from sources so remote their light has been diluted across eons. Slowly, the void resolves into structure. In a region no larger than a pinhead held at arm's length, thousands of galaxies emerge. Some fields reveal tens of thousands. Recent observations, peering for hundreds of hours without pause, have catalogued nearly 800,000 galaxies in a single expanse no wider than a few full moons. Where Hubble saw hints, Webb sees crowds. These are not mere smudges. Each point of light is a galaxy, vast in its own right, containing billions of stars and untold worlds. And these are only the brightest. Fainter ones lurk beyond current reach, waiting for longer stares. Scientists extrapolate carefully. If one small patch holds hundreds of thousands, the entire sky must overflow. Estimates climb rapidly, not billions, trillions. The observable universe teems with 2 trillion galaxies or more, each a sprawling metropolis of light separated by gulfs of darkness. The shock compounds. Many of these galaxies shine from the universe's earliest chapters, when it was less than 1 billion years old. Theory predicted sparse, dim gatherings struggling to form. Instead, Webb finds abundance, brightness far exceeding expectations, sizes that strain models. In deep fields, galaxies appear 10 times more numerous than forecasts allowed at such distances. Spectroscopy confirms the redshifts. Gravitational lensing amplifies some, but not all. Dust cannot hide the excess. The early cosmos was not a quiet nursery. It was a furnace of creation, forging structures at a pace that defies gentle assembly. This abundance swells the cosmic census. The universe is not merely large. It is crowded beyond prior imagining, every direction filled with hidden grandeur. Yet this crowding traces pattern, not chaos. Galaxies do not scatter randomly. They align along immense filaments, delicate threads weaving through voids that dwarf them. Webb maps these structures across billions of light years. Walls of galaxies stretch for hundreds of millions of light years, thin as lace yet colossal in scale. Clusters bind together in superclusters, separated by caverns of near emptiness. The cosmic web emerges in exquisite detail, a skeleton of dark matter guiding visible light. Voids span hundreds of millions of light years, bubbles in the fabric where few galaxies dare form. Between filaments, darkness dominates, yet even there, faint glows hint at more. The scale terrifies. A single filament could swallow thousands of Milky Ways without notice, travel its length at light speed, and civilizations would rise and fall before arrival. These structures are not static. They evolve, pulled by gravity, shaped by expansion. Webb watches them in their youth, when the web was tighter, denser, more violent. The observable universe encompasses all we can ever detect. Its radius extends 46.5 billion light-years in every direction. Not because the universe is that old, but because space has stretched dramatically since the beginning. Light emitted shortly after the Big Bang has had 13.8 billion years to reach us. Yet expansion has carried sources far beyond that naive distance. The diameter spans 93 billion light-years. The volume is incomprehensible. A sphere containing enough space for trillions of galaxies, each separated by millions of light-years on average. Within this sphere, matter clusters unevenly. Our Milky Way resides in a modest group, part of a minor filament. From here, the view outward reveals layer upon layer of complexity, receding into redshifted haze. But this is not the whole. This is merely the portion light has had time to cross. Beyond lies the horizon. Expansion accelerates, driven by dark energy, carrying distant regions away faster than light can bridge the gap. No signal will ever reach us from beyond this boundary. Over cosmic time, more galaxies will vanish, redshifted into invisibility, leaving future skies darker, lonelier. Even within reach, most of the universe hides. Ordinary matter, the stars, planets, gas, comprises less than 5%. Dark matter, inferred by its gravitational pull, dominates, sculpting the web we see. Dark energy, pervasive and mysterious, pushes everything apart. Together, they constitute 95% of reality, unseen yet omnipresent. Webb probes their effects indirectly, through lensing, through motion, through the growth of structure. Measurements sharpen old tensions. The expansion rate nearby differs from predictions based on the early universe. The discrepancy persists, confirmed again and again. Something eludes us. Perhaps new physics. Perhaps a deeper truth about scale itself. Speculation arises unbidden. If the observable portion holds trillions of galaxies, what lies beyond? The universe may extend infinitely, repeating patterns on scales we cannot fathom. Eternal inflation suggests bubbles of space-time, each a universe unto itself, separated by expanding voids. Our horizon might be one tiny patch in an unending mosaic, or perhaps curvature bends space back upon itself, finite yet boundless. Webb's data fuels these thoughts. Abundant early galaxies suggest rapid formation, perhaps seeded by mechanisms we barely grasp. Immense structures hint at influences from before the observable era. Black holes, grown monstrous in mere hundreds of millions of years, challenge growth timelines. Direct collapse? Primordial seeds? Mergers in dense environments? Each idea stretches credibility, yet the evidence demands consideration. The universe builds vastness with ruthless efficiency. Consider the numbers alone. 2 trillion galaxies. Average 100 billion stars each. Hundreds of trillions of stars. Planets likely outnumber them further. Quadrillions of worlds, many orbiting in habitable zones bathed in starlight. Possibilities cascade. Life may flourish in countless forms, civilizations rising across the web. Or perhaps solitude reigns, intelligence rare amid the immensity. The terror lies here, in the overwhelming plenty. Our sun, one ordinary star in one ordinary galaxy, lost in a sea of trillions. Earth, a speck. Humanity, a fleeting whisper. The distances isolate utterly. Nearest neighbors lie millions of light years away. Communication impossible. Travel inconceivable. We are alone in our observable bubble, surrounded by abundance we can never touch. Webb's deepest views evoke both awe and dread. Patches of sky bloom with color. Reds of distant giants, blues of starbirth, arcs bent by gravity, beauty on a scale that crushes perspective. A single image contains more galaxies than all prior catalogs combined. Stare long enough, and the mind reels. Emptiness was comforting. Vastness with limits felt manageable. Now every blank space hides multitudes. The night sky, once a dome of familiar stars, becomes a window into abyss. Darkness is not absence. It is overflow, light stretched thin across impossible distance. The terrifying truth emerges. The universe is not sized for us. It is indifferent, immense, eternal. Yet in this confrontation lies profound beauty. To measure such scale is to transcend our smallness. Webb does not diminish us, it elevates. By revealing the terrifying vastness, it invites deeper questions. What forces shape this abundance? What laws govern the unseen majority? Could patterns repeat beyond our horizon, or does uniqueness reign? Speculation blends with fact. Rapid early growth suggests hidden mechanisms, perhaps fluctuations from inflation, amplified into seeds of structure. Dark energies push may vary, altering fates across regions. The cosmic web might connect to larger hyperstructures, unseen filaments binding what we call the universe. Every observation adds layers. Recent fields uncover galaxies at redshifts pushing boundaries, light emitted when the cosmos was mere hundreds of millions of years old. Their numbers swell counts further. Brightness implies masses assembled swiftly. Chemistry reveals elements forged early. The timeline compresses. Creation hurries. Vastness builds quickly, then stretches slowly across eons. The observable sphere grows not in size but in content, filled denser than dreamed. Trillions become conservative. Future observations, longer exposures, will reveal more faint denizens. The census climbs inexorably. In this ever-expanding revelation, limits remain. Technology advances, yet the horizon recedes faster. Dark components evade direct sight. The true extent, finite or infinite, may forever escape proof. Webb sharpens the picture but cannot complete it. Some voids will stay empty to us, some distances unbridgeable. The terror softens into wonder. Immensity does not erase meaning, it amplifies it. To know our smallness is to cherish the awareness that perceives it. With every photon captured, Webb redraws the map of existence. The universe emerges larger, stranger, more crowded than any theory dared predict. Trillions of galaxies wheel through darkness, bound in webs that span the observable sphere. Beyond lies the unknowable, perhaps endless. In facing this terrifying scale, we confront our fragility and our strength. The question lingers, vast as the cosmos itself. In a universe so immense it swallows comprehension, what stories remain for us to tell? What mysteries to chase? Knowing the full truth may stretch forever beyond our reach. What does this boundless expanse awaken in you?